happening for the Usos and the Bloodline. It's an all-new Friday Night SmackDown on Fox.
Georgia defensive tackle Jalen Carter has decided not to meet with any teams that don't have a top 10 pick ahead in this year's draft. This, according to his agent, Drew Rosenhaus. Carter met with the Bears, who have the 9th pick. That was yesterday. He's also already met with the Eagles, who have the 10th pick. Shannon, what does this tell you?
It tells me that teams are concerned about him showing up not in shape. There's some red flags here, Skip, and it's hard to overlook them. Money exacerbates a lot of problems. This young man had 2 months to get in peak physical condition.
He did.
And I'm afraid that when I give him money, he's not going to be starving anymore. You see, during the season, he was starving. He was universally regarded as the number 1 pick.
He was.
He was unquestioned. You watch him in games, he could take the game over. But you started to see something in some of those games in the bowl game, and teams are looking at him like, is he playing not to get hurt? And then he shows up at the combine, it doesn't work out. And then he goes to his combine, and he's out of shape. He's not in condition like he should have been. So that's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
That this kid, if I give him $20 million, $30 million, is he going to be still starving? Because I want guys that when I give them money, they're still starving. They're still playing like they're broke, ain't got a dime in the world. This is very concerning about this young man because there should be no questions. And when he showed up and you watched it, go back and look at his pro day, and you watch him, and you tell me that's a guy that was serious about this.
Yeah.
Bro, you're no longer playing for books. You're no longer playing for room and board. Yeah. You're no longer playing, bruh. It's about mortgages.
Yeah.
It's about college tuition when you have kids. It's about financial freedom and independence. It's about generational wealth now. This is different. This is a job. Skip, this is a bad sign. And Drew Rosenhaus's agent about we ain't meet nobody. And I think Drew is just trying to, hey, we're not meeting with anybody. Like if you, okay, somebody outside the top 10 will take him. No question he's a top 10 talent, but Skip, I'm concerned about the work ethic. That's really concerning with me, and that should not be a concern of mine.
Yeah. Those are wise words from a man who's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and I hope that NFL teams are listening as you speak. Now I'm going to speak about Drew Rosenhaus. Known him for a long time. I like Drew, but he's a shrewd operator. This is a clear red flag to me. He said, we're only going to visit top 10 teams with top 10 picks because he's trying to re-speak it into existence.
Yes.
Like we want to send out the message, we're a top 10 pick. Well, you used to be a top 1 pick.
Yes.
And Mel Kiper still got you going, 6 to Detroit, and Todd McShay's got you going 5 to Seattle. But those picks seem to be pending condition. I was concerned because it looked like, to me, Jalen Carter in the semifinal game against Ohio State ran out of gas.
Yes.
Because he's not in the greatest of shape. Then he shows up for his pro day, and he's extremely out of shape and overweight. And it's one bad sign after another, and I'm not even alluding to the excessive speeding ticket that he got, and then he was involved in the race, other car driven by the woman who worked at the recruiting office, and she's got 2.5 times the legal limit of alcohol in her system, and tragedy occurred. I'm okay with that. I don't love both of those, but to your point, these are the concerns.
Yes.
I can live with the other one, so to speak, as long as I get to know you a little bit at the combine or in your visit. And if you can convince me you're about to grow up and become the man that you should be.
That's what you do at your pro day.
That's what you do.
You show up, Skip. I take my shirt off.
Yeah.
They look at me. I'm 300 plus pounds. I go out there and I fly out the charts.
Yeah.
I sit down and talk to them. What transpired that one night, that's not who I am.
That's what you could say.
That was a mistake. That was a bad moment in my life, and that's something that I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. But the young man that's sitting before you today is a different Jalen Carter than I was that night.
That's what you do.
And if you put your trust in me, I promise you, you will get the hardest working 21-year-old you've ever had. I will not let you down for having faith in me. My performance on the football field and the way I came out here and in the condition that I'm in, I should leave no doubt what I am as a football player. The question that I'm answering for you today is what you have about my character. And I want to say I made a mistake. I was wrong. But I promise you I will not put myself in that position again. They leave there and say, man, did you see the condition that young man was in?
Yeah.
Now, I saw the tape. But now, Skip, you got 2 months. You go to these places, Skip, they give you the best. They break it down into micros, and you get this much carb and this much protein and this much fat.
They do.
And you get this much potassium and this and that one. And they take your blood. There is no way this man should have showed up out of shape like he did. No way.
Shannon, he was so out of shape, he couldn't finish some of the drills.
Skip, and they're the drills that he set up. How the hell I'm gonna have a workout, Skip? And I'm gonna play to my strengths. I'm gonna run all the routes, Skip. If I'm a wide receiver, I'm running stuff I'm good at. How the hell I get? Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Dude, you ain't ran with 2 routes. You did 2 drills and you blowed. It's not a good look.
No.
It's a horrible look. Now, Drew is like you said, Skip, you remember when Willis McGahee, he pretended like he was on the phone when Buffalo was on the clock.
He did.
Yeah. And in Buffalo, it turned out well. Willis went on to have a great career.
It did.
But this is a bad look for Jalen Carter. It is a horrible look because there's no way this young man, fat young men turn to be fat old men. Bruh,
to your
get yourself in shape.
Yeah, if you give him 5th pick or 6th pick money, who's going to come to training camp?
Yeah.
Will this same 325-pounder come?
Skip, if I'm overweight with no money in my pocket, what the hell you think I'm going to do with $20 million? And I can eat steak and caviar and pasta anytime I want.
You can.
If you a college kid and you overweight, college kids ain't got no bread. Okay, they got a couple of little NIL deals, but he ain't the quarter. He wasn't Stetson Bennett. He ain't have that kind of NIL.
No.
He wasn't Bryce Young or CJ.
Right. No.
Bro, you can't show up. You can't show up like that, Skip. This is a job that you got one job. Skip, he had one assignment. Come in peak condition and blow that workout out the water.
Yep.
That's all he had to do.
Man, I don't doubt the talent.
Oh, no, the talent's undeniable.
Yeah.
But talent without work ethic, it will soon be gone.
Yeah, if I'm picking that high,
oh, you Skip,
man, I'm going to think twice and 3 times and 4
You got to, Skip, you got to.
Yeah.
You got to, because you have to understand, Skip, it's not like college where you got people overseeing you. Hey, get up, you got to go to class. No, bro, that's you. You got an apartment or a condo or wherever your living arrangement is going to be, and that's all you. And when you're away, ain't nobody coming in, the coach checking in, and people, you can't, come on, bro, you can't eat that. No. That's all you.
All you. Yeah. Well, good luck, young man.
We will find out April 27th, gentlemen. All right, moving on. Bill Belichick. Guys, do you think it's possible he's on the hot seat now in New England? Let's discuss and dive in when Undisputed returns.